The inaugural start of the PIM AC Season 2 gets underway at Indianapolis, with everyone going off cleanly and the top 3 doing their business. Running into turn 1, everything seems normal until the paraders start having problems, in which Petrama ends up hitting his teammate Master, forcing Petrama to fall into dead last. Later on in the first lap, the reigning world champion Hazard Uzi ends up going wide and end up hitting Falafel, causing him to go off into the grass and losing as many positions as he starts his comeback. In the final corners of the first lap, we have Andrew leading Ren, leading Nando, leading Danny, Falafel, Firefox, and all the rest, with Master going wide at the final corner, ending up as the first person being passed by Jim to start his comeback. Going in on lap 2, Worth has a lock up into turn 1, which hands over Jim a free position, but ends up having the Pereiras giving them free positions as well. A few laps later, Jim catches up to Kex, who is the next target, around turn 10, which Kex goes wide, and then turn 11, Jim takes the opportunity and passes him. Exactly 2 laps later at the same corner, Jim catches up to Falafel. Falafel makes the same mistake as Kex, but doesn't go wide off this time, and Jim takes off the opportunity and does the same thing with Kex and passes him at turn 11. Even though Jim was having a comeback of his lifetime, Danny was having issues on his own, with the chicane throwing him out onto the grass, handing over to Jim as well as Falafel. But at the same time, Falafel also had his own mistakes, handing it over to Danny in the process. And it wasn't just the Punto or Apex GP having these problems. Cirque GP's Kex made the same mistake again on a few laps later, but the grass wasn't this forgiving, as it ended up beating his vehicle, trying to get out of it, but he overrode his engine, killing it in the process, leading to his retirement. Halfway through the list at lap 17, Andrew and Ren come for their first pit stops, while Nando takes the lead and starts extending. JimNoob is right behind, closely, with everyone else following behind. Meanwhile, with Viper being lapped, he's trying to get out of the way with Petrama, while Petrama tries to send it down the inside. They both collide, causing Petrama to end up in the grass, while Viper is visibly shunned. Up in front, Andrew locks up, which decreases his lead from Ren. But that is not the worst of his nightmares, as out of nowhere, his car loses rear grip at turn 13, making him spin out and hand over the lead to Ren. Onto Jim's side, his undercut manages to work, overtaking Nando while he was coming out of his pit. Meanwhile, Ye was auditioning himself for the Olympic Hungarian team, as his car yeets over the curves into the grass and making him spin out. In the final few laps of the race, Nando tries desperately to get the third podium place ahead from Jim, with his first overtaking attempt being foiled because he broke early, not even managing to even get past Jim for the first chicane. But that's not even the worst part. Later on in the race, his car does an Andrew moment, spinning into the grass, which ruins him of any chance of getting P3. As around the final corner, the Ren squad, who has been dominating this race for pretty much a few laps now, is now going to come home a race winner here in Indianapolis,